All right, there we go. All right, guys. Well, first and foremost, happy Monday. Happy April 19th. We are like past the halfway mark of the middle of the month of April. And I just want to say type a 1. Okay, so listen to what I'm going to ask you. Okay, type a 1 if you feel like this month is going by so fast. Or type a 2 if you're like on track with your progress. I would love to see the chat on here. Okay, so some of you guys are on target. That's awesome. Let me turn off my notifications here. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, yes, perfect. Okay, thank you for the participation. I love it. All right, awesome, you guys. So yeah, so for me, some of you guys are like, yeah, you're on target. So first of all, congratulations, okay? Wherever you are, it's perfect. Personally, I feel both. I feel like the month has gone by really, really fast. And then at the same time, I'm like, wait, it's only the 19th. So we still have time, yet we cannot leave everything for last minute. So first of all, I want to say, you guys, grab your notebook, grab your pens. This is going to be a very interactive call. For those of you guys who have been with us since the beginning, I want to say congratulations if you've been with us since week 1, okay? So for those of you guys who have not, and maybe this is your first supervisor school this month, I want to tell you what we've been doing, and maybe you already have been here. Let me remind you, okay? So what we're doing is we're taking the month of April to be able to look at how can we strategically grow our business. Okay, so this is something that maybe a lot of you guys are new. When you think about growth, when you think about expansion, if you have anything to write with, I want you to write this word down. Okay, I want you to write this phrase down. I'm sorry. Okay, and that is, how can I strategically innovate? Okay, and that is going to be the topic of today. Let me pull up my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, hang on a second. Perfect. Okay, and that is, I want you to think about any time. Okay, there we go. Okay, anytime, so this is the topic of today. Okay, we're gonna go straight into this. Okay, and you wanna think about, anytime you think about what is it that I want to do, how do I wanna grow my business? One of the things that you can do is, yes, you can just work really, really hard and just work, and pray and cross your fingers and hope that everything turns out great. Or you can plan it, you can strategically plan how you're gonna grow, okay? And that's what these calls have been all about. So I'm gonna take you down a little bit of a memory lane, okay? And I want to kind of tap base a little bit about this, okay? And that is, when we started this whole thing, I don't know if you guys have not seen this, so take a screenshot of this, okay? And that is that whenever you're thinking about growing your business, okay, how many times do we always hear people say, or Jim Rohn say, you got to work harder on yourself than you do on your business? And I don't know about you, but I would always think like, what the heck does that mean? You have to be attractive, and I would get my hair done and do my makeup. That's not what we're talking about. And for those of you guys who qualified for the mentorship call, I want to say congratulations. You know, one of the things that she talked about it a lot, don't worry, Alex, I'll put it back up. And that is, you want to write this down, okay? And that is, everything is energy. Write that down. Everything is energy, okay? So anytime that we do anything, you want to write this down. Oh, smack my notes. Hang on, you guys. All right, sorry guys. I'm like, wait a minute, where are my notes? Okay. All right, here we go. So anytime you do anything, okay, you want to write this down, okay? What is my outcome? Write that down. So today, you guys, every Monday, I have a coaching call with the Anthony Robbins company. So I'm actually going to give you guys some ideas that the coaches gave us. Type a 1 if you're excited about that. So this is a $10,000 program, like a while back. And part of that came with some coaching once a week. Okay, I have a coach, and I was talking to her about how, you know, in our business, we are a business that we attract people, right? And here's what she said. I told her I was going to do the call today. And she told me, she goes, you want to, anytime you're about to do something, whether you're about to post online, whether you're about to open your nutritional club, whether you're about to run a fit camp, whatever you do, this is what she said, okay? She goes, this is what I ask all my clients. I always ask them, what is your outcome? So if you're going to post something online, before you post it, you want to think, what is my outcome with this post? Before you open your nutritional club, you want to think, what is my outcome with me opening today? Before you run the fit camp, you want to think, what is my outcome? Hold on, let me make somebody co-host that can help me. Myra, can you help me bring people in? Okay, thank you. Okay, if you see them, just accept them. All right, thank you, babe. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to think, what is my outcome? Okay, number one. Number two, okay, number two, she said, you want to think about what is the state I need to be in. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you jump today, okay? But for those of you guys who have been part of these calls, you want to start thinking about what is the state I need to be in? What is the state I need to be in order to accomplish this outcome? All right, so let me give you a little bit, and we're gonna get, this is all piling up on each other. So I'm not gonna just dive into this, the innovation, without first covering this, because she said, write this down. And she says, state is everything. So if your outcome, as an example, if your post with that outcome is to inspire, or if your post and that outcome is to recruit, or whatever the case may be, your second question is, what's the state I need to be in? Okay, and so even though it's a post, the energy goes out. So here's what you want to do. Let's say, how many of you guys, sometimes you don't feel like doing your post? Me. You don't feel like, maybe like, you don't feel your best, right? So at the end of the day, that's going to come across. Okay, so that's what we've been talking about in the second, and how you do that, how you do that is, the first thing you want to do is you want to change your physiology. If you're like this, I have to open the club, I have to post, and you're posting like this, well, maybe you should stand up. Maybe you should walk around, okay? Number two, change your focus, okay? Change your focus. And number three, start declaring a different language. Like, what do you want? Like this post, with this post, maybe stand up and be like, okay, with this post, I am going to attract my next distributor. With this post, I am going to inspire women to join my challenge. Or when you open the nutritional club, today I am going to attract, and you declare, today I am going to be energy, I am going to be powerful, and I am going to be a magnet for people that want to better their health. And you open the nutritional club with that energy. Okay. And then you think about, okay, you start declaring yourself. What state do I need to be? I need to be energetic. I need to stand up straight. I need to smile, right? So you start doing all those things so that the energy that you're putting out is what you want. Okay. So that was week one. Week two, we started looking at, okay, we started piling on that. Now that you know what is your outcome, now you know what you want, the second thing you want to start thinking about is, what if, okay, what if I start to increase my business, just let's say by 10%, okay? And we started looking at, what if you start to increase your business by preferred members, looking at how much are your preferred members purchasing and just increasing it, okay? By promotions, by adding value, etc. Okay? So that's a little bit about what's been going on. Now that you know how to get yourself to feel like doing what you need to do, and you have a strategy on how to increase your business, today we're going to go into how do you do strategic innovation. Okay, so type of five if you're ready. Okay, so here we go, you guys. Okay, so number one, okay. Oh, sorry, there we go. So enabling state. Sorry, I forgot to put this, okay? The coach gave me this, so take a screenshot. And she was telling me, whenever you want to think about what are the states that enable you, right? What are the things that make you feel determination, courage, commitment, confidence, love, joy, compassion, gratitude? These are the things that help us tap into our greatest strengths. Take a screenshot. And next time that maybe you don't feel like doing XYZ, start to think about, how do I become determined? Maybe you just declare a word. For me, it's playing Rocky. Babe, can you let them in? Can you let them in? Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm like trying to do everything at once, but I'm kind of getting distracted. Okay, sorry, because the house is kind of like all over the place with me. Okay, number 2, what are the paralyzing states? Okay, so you want to think about any time that you don't feel this way, like you're confused, you have fear, you feel overwhelmed, you have anxiety, apathy, or sadness or frustration. These are the states that leave us powerless and stop us from taking action. So one of the things that we did is that we started to look at, anytime you feel this way, start to think about, how can I get myself here? Okay, so, all right, so there you go. Okay, so now let's get started with the topic, you guys. Okay, so take a screenshot of this. Okay, this is straight from Anthony Robbins' stuff. And so I don't take credit for it. Okay, this is his stuff. And that is, when you think about strategic innovation, what is it? Okay, so strategizing is not a once a year rain dance, nor is it a once a decade consulting project. So many people, I'll put it back, okay? So many people, I know I've been there. We don't do this consistently. We do it at the beginning of the year, like, okay, what's going to be my plan 2021? What's going to be my plan 2022? One of the things I'm going to encourage today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it, and that is to be always innovating. Okay, and I'm not going to go into it too much, but if you guys know, for example, why does iPhone come up with the new phone just about every year? Why? Because they're constantly having to innovate, from colors to sizes to the camera to all kinds of things. Okay, why does Herbalife come out with different flavors of the Formula One? Because our world is moving really fast. Write this down. If I don't innovate, I die. My business dies. I'm sorry. If I don't innovate, my business dies. Because what's going to happen is your clients are going to get maybe a little bit bored. Okay, so we want to start doing innovation. This is not something you do once a year. Strategizing must be a skill as deeply embedded, okay, in your organization as total quality, cycle, time reduction, all these customer service. So many times we think, oh, how can I give my customers better follow-up? How can I? Strategizing is a skill just as important as that. Next, okay? Strategic innovation is the ability. So what is this? What is the strategic innovation, okay? It is the ability to reinvent, okay? Underline that word. It is the ability to reinvent within your business and to invent something new to help you accomplish your goal. So it's to reinvent within your business and to invent something new to accomplish your goal. Okay, so for example, okay, and you guys can put it on the chat. Actually, let me ask you guys, okay, what's one that you have done, that you have added to your business, that you have reinvented, added, changed, anything like that this year? What is the one thing? So go ahead and put it on the chat. Maybe you've done a promotion. So for example, I know some of you guys, are doing promotions for your preferred member. Maybe you've done promotions before, but maybe now you reinvented it to something bigger. So go ahead, type it in on the chat. What's one thing you've done this year to reinvent, add, to change? Great. Promotions. Okay. What else? Let's see it. Power hour. Great. What else? What else? New VIP signups. Great. What else? 55 promotions, preferred member client gatherings. Love it. What else? Meeting with my team and following a flow, daily motivational quotes. I love that in the morning. Promotions, new VIP welcome gifts. Oh, I like that, Yami. Free tea samples with wellness pro. Well, I like that. Zoom follow-up. I've started those as well. Meditating. Awesome. Okay. So here's the yourself. If you have not added PM thank you notes, great. If you have not added anything new to your business this year, I want you to give yourself that homework assignment. And if you're like, well, what do I add? Ask yourself that question. What can I add? What can I reinvent? What can I make different? Okay, so I'll share with you guys some of mine, okay? Because we're a team here. And by no means do you guys feel like you have to do any of these, okay? Because I don't want people to be like, how come I don't do thank you notes or whatever? Remember, this is all our business. Everybody can do as they wish, right? So one day I was taking a shower and I started to think, because of the Anthony Robbins, like, what can I innovate? What can I add? What can I add? What can I add? What can I add? And I was asking myself this question. So all of a sudden, that's where I came up with the promotion of the top recruiter. So don't forget, you guys, we still have that. You're going to get a private dinner with your president's team member, okay, for the top recruiter, preferred members, and distributors, okay? That's where I came up with that idea. And then I thought, okay, well, that's for my distributors. What can I do for like my preferred members? Okay, so I know Carmen's doing a Peloton giveaway, right? I'm giving away a 2-day stay in Las Vegas. So that's where that idea started coming from, right? I talked to Jerry Gutierrez and she was telling me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do that, right? And then I started thinking, okay, what else could I do? What else can I add to innovate? And so, or to make to make things more attractive. And so I started doing recognition for people that have qualified for active supervisor 5K, active supervisor 10K. I send them these little gifts. Okay. So, and then I started thinking, okay, what about my clients? What can I add? Well, how can I? And so I think you're getting the idea. By me asking these questions, I started getting more and more ideas. So here's my thing. Okay. Ask yourself this. The powerful question is going to give you some powerful answers. Okay. Powerful questions are going to give you powerful answers. So you want to start asking yourself empowering questions, not like, well, why does, I don't know, my team not do that, or why, whatever. You want to ask yourself powerful questions so you can give yourself powerful answers. Okay. So you want to think, okay, it's the ability to reinvent. People like new, they like fresh, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Okay. So that's what we want to make sure you do. Okay. Now, next. Strategic innovation, okay? You wanna write this down. This is the goal for all of us, guys. This is the goal for every single one of us. It's constant and never-ending improvement. If you can stand in the commitment that you're gonna have constant and never-ending improvement inside your business, okay, your business is going to start to grow and you're going to start to think about new and fresh ideas that's going to help to take your business to another level. But if we get stagnant, I think you guys get the idea. Okay, we got to start improving. Okay, now this is Anthony Robbins' thing. Okay, I was reviewing my notes and one of the things that he said, and this is this. Okay, he said, when you have the ability to rewrite the rules in the industry / business, that's the goal. That's the goal. So for example, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but Anthony Robbins, he would always do live events. Okay. He would like rent out super big arenas and he would do live events. And now because of COVID, he said, I would never do anything in people's homes because people get distracted, the dogs, the kids, and all that kind of stuff. Well, COVID happened. So guess what he had to do? He had to think, he had to innovate. He has to be strategic about his changes. And one of the things that he did, like he said, he had to like be in front of the competition. Okay. And so what ended up happening was he made this huge studio, right? That nobody has ever, like Herbalife is even looking into what he's doing because it's that unbelievable, right? So maybe for you, it's not that. So what is it for us? It's how do I add more value? You want to ask yourself that, right? Because we're not reinventing the products. We don't make the products, right? We don't do the checks. We don't do it. Thank God we don't have to do any of that. So what's the role for us? When you're thinking about strategic innovating and growing your business and taking it to another level, you want to ask yourself, how do I add more value to my clients? How do I add more value to my preferred members? How do I add more value for my distributors? How do I add more value for my supervisors? How do I add more value? And if you're constantly asking yourself this, right, then you're going to start to unlock all these ideas that are going to allow you to exponentially grow your business. Okay. So while we're not creating a whole platform of training, thank God Herbalife does the products. Thank God they do all that stuff. But what we need to bring to the table is being more strategic on value. So here's what you're going to do. Okay. I'm going to leave it up here for a little bit. Take a screenshot of this. Okay. Or write on your notes. So what does it look like to do strategic innovation? There's 3 keys. Okay. Number 1, we must be ahead of the trends. We don't necessarily want to be a pioneer, okay? Because pioneers get arrows. So what does that mean? That means that like if you're the first person to invent, I don't know, XYZ, okay, get ready because people are going to throw jabs at you, right? And so if you are going to be a pioneer in anything, you want to remember this. I need to be ready to get the arrows on my back. I need to be ready to get those arrows on my back. People are going to start to throw, yes, example, nutritional clubs. I was one of them. I hated them. I was like, what the hell? They're serving shakes. Are you kidding me? And then like my team knows. I was like, you guys, we're not putting freaking whipped cream on our shakes. Right? I was like, no, right? I was so resistant to innovation. Okay, so confession, right? So what ends up happening is the people that started doing the nutritional club started putting whipped cream on the shakes. They got the arrows, including for me, right? Because it's something new until it's tested and proven, right? So you want to think about that, okay? So you want to be ahead of the trend, right? So, right, but not necessarily, you don't always have to be the pioneer, but if you are, remember, you got to be ready to have some thick skin, okay? If you're going to be a pioneer, I must be a gladiator. Number 2, we must ensure that there are infinite upsides, okay? So what the hell does that mean? That means that anytime you are ready to do a change in your business, anytime you're ready to do an innovation, you must be willing and able, okay, to adjust. Write that down. Oh my God, the phrase just left my mind. I'll remember. But like the biggest thing, there it goes. The most important thing of a leader are 2 things. Write them down. 2 things that are the most important things of a leader. Number 1 is being empathetic. Is that how you say it? Empathy, to have empathy. Okay. So number 1, it's a leader must have empathy, must be willing and able to understand others. Okay. Number 1. And the second thing, okay, is a leader must be able to be agile. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Okay. Me and my English. Okay. In other words, a leader must be willing to understand others, and a leader must be willing to make changes on the cuff. Okay. If you're not able to make changes, agile. Thank you. Okay. Is that how you say it? Okay. If not, you guys get what I'm saying. Okay. So English is my second language, right? But in other words, you have to be willing to make adjustments. So when you're doing strategic innovation, you're starting to think, what else can I add to my business? What else can I add to my business? You must be flexible. Thank you, Carmen. You must be willing to be flexible to say, that's not going to work, adjust. That's not going to work, adjust. This needs to get adjusted like this, okay? If you're willing to do that, you're going to win at the end. It is never a mistake. It's always a learning lesson. Number 3, okay? To do strategic innovation, you must have 5 steps to revitalize a company. Okay. And I'm going to go through these in a little bit, but just write these down. Number 1, you must have new voices. Number 2. Okay. So actually, let me go ahead and explain what each of them mean. Okay. So number 1, new voices. Okay. Now, all of us have been in this business for a while. So we know what we know, and we like what we know. We like what we do. And so we just get stuck in that. Okay. But here's what you can do. And I'm actually going to give you guys, let me show you what I'm going to send you, okay? I'm going to give you this, okay? For those of you who want to take this on, I'm going to put this on the business chat, and you guys on the tap team chat, and they can send it out. But you want to think, if you're thinking like, okay, I want the business to be new and fresh, and like, I want to grow. But guess what? You are you. And you're like, we are in a box, okay? So with the first thing we have to do, put number 1, new voices. And you want to start thinking about what new voices can I tap into? I'll give you some ideas, or maybe type them on the chat. What new voices can you tap into? Maybe it's new clients, preferred members, the people at your club, distributors, people that said no to you for the products or the business. Like, you want to start asking people, like, let's say if you're like, I want to improve my nutritional club, or maybe you want to be like, I want to give better service to my clients. Well, ask them. Let's ask them what's missing. How can we make this better? Okay. So number one, you want to get new voices. Otherwise, it's just you doing the same thing. Number two, you want to start asking new questions. Okay. You want to start coming up with new questions. Number three, you want to have new perspectives. Maybe start asking your upline, okay, or your sidelines for new perspectives. I remember one time, Delfina, one of the calls that I really enjoyed was she brought, oh my God, I forgot her name. She's a blonde girl for a side hustle. And I love what she said. She said, ask people to go and look at your Instagram. Ask people to go look at your story. And then Delfina said, yeah, I asked her, can you see my Instagram and my stories? And then that girl, I forgot her name, gave her feedback. Okay. So we want to get new perspectives. Number four, new passions. What's something that you can also get excited about? Not just you, but like, for example, like Delfina said that they did like some client things, right? Me, I brought back Team Beauty. I am so excited. Somebody said, you're glowing. I'm like, because that's like one of my passions. But this time I asked, how can I make it better? How can I make it better? How can I make it better? I grabbed some of the new girls who have never experienced Team Beauty, and I started asking them, what do you guys think we should add? What do you think you would need? Because if I were to ask people from the before who have done Team Beauty before, they would have told me what they already know, right? Which is great because I already know what works, but we need new passions. And last but not least, write that down, new experiments. Okay. So for example, I started doing a follow-up call on Thursday nights. I have a whole new team of brand new distributors and brand new supervisors. And now, because we're not at the nutritional club or the fit camp like we were before, I'm like, these girls probably don't know really how to follow up. So I have a call on Thursday nights with my new team and their clients so that I can show them how to follow up. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if it works. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, then we'll fix it. Okay. So that's one of the things you want to make sure that you implement. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to send this. I really invite you guys to really take this on. Okay. Really take it on. Next. Okay. A key principle that, why are we doing this? Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Before I do that, up until now, does anybody have any questions? Up until now, does anybody have any? I know I've been like going like 1,000 miles an hour. I actually am drinking relaxation tea. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? Any questions? Any comments? This is your time, you guys. No? Okay. You guys can unmute yourself. No? Okay. All right. Are you with me? Okay. Type on the chat. Are you guys with me? Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Let me ask you, what are you guys thinking? What are you hearing so far? Okay. I'm not going to move on. New solves all. Go new. Okay. You guys can unmute yourselves, New. Okay. All right. Reinvent. Okay. Awesome. Get ideas from other people. Okay. I feel like, because I don't know if you guys know, I can like feel things. Okay. Adding value to your business. I feel like some of you guys are like, whoa, how the F am I going to do that? Like, I feel like the energy is like, or the information's kind of heavy. Okay. So I should probably slow down a little bit. Okay. So, all right. So key principle. Okay. Here's why we're doing this. Okay. Let's talk about this. Incremental improvements allow you to maximize your profit. Sidetracked, we're here because we're doing a business. Yes, we're here to help people. Yes, we're here for all of it. But at the end of the day, we're really here to make money, okay? And help people and all of that, okay? So one of the things that you want to think about Can you guys hear me okay? My internet says it's unstable. Can you hear me okay? Okay. And that is dominance in an industry comes from the company's, from changing the company's model of the world. Okay. I'm going to repeat this. Dominance, in this case, dominance in your area, dominance on Instagram, dominance in your city, dominance with the nutritional clubs, all of that, okay? It comes from you changing the model of the world. So let me explain. So I don't know if you guys know, but I also teach at USC. I teach women entrepreneurs, and I teach them how to scale their business. And last month, the topic was that. So let me explain to you what this means, okay? If you think, okay, some of us, okay, think we sell products. Some of us think we sell an opportunity. I want you to consider that what we're really doing is changing the way our clients view their nutrition. I want you to consider that what we're also doing is changing the way our preferred members / prospects change the way they view making money. So we don't just sell products. We don't just sell an opportunity. I want you to write this down. We sell consciousness. What we are really doing is making people aware. Write that down. We are making people aware. Now, the question is, how do you help people be more aware of their nutrition? How do you help people be more aware that there's no such thing as freaking employment security? Okay, so when you can help people change the way they view the world, they're yours. Okay, this is why, for those of you guys who have been to an extravaganza, okay, which is like the biggest event, one of the biggest events that Herbalife hosts, when you go there, your mind expands. Your view of the world gets completely altered. And you're like, oh my God, I had no idea that there were people with hard work and dedication and time and blah, 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 that could make that kind of money. I mean, there's people in Herbalife that make over $100,000 a month. I am sitting in the house of one of them. So like your view, you're like, whoa, I had no idea. And then you believe that you can do it. You believe that is possible for you. So Herbalife dominates in that aspect in allowing us to see, right? In allowing us to see that we expand people's views of what is possible. And then guess what happens? Even when people quit the products, quit the business, and they go back to normal life, many of them come back because we help them change the way that they see nutrition, change the way that they see the world. Okay, so when we can help people do that, it like number one, it is so satisfactory because you're literally changing people from the inside out. Okay, that is how you dominate, okay, a market. Herbalife has dominated a nutritional market. Why? Because our shakes are unbelievable. So people are like protein shakes, and then they're like, oh my God, this is healthy. Okay, so when we can allow ourselves to do that, the world is yours. So, whoa. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, you guys. So let me see if anybody has any questions over here. Wheels are spinning to create new and fun. Yes, they always come back. They can't go once. Yes. Powerful. Help. Can you say it again? Oh, I don't know what I said. Don't worry, it's being recorded. Okay, Delphine, I'll send it to you afterwards. Why I'm still here after 6 years. Yes, holy crap, you're on fire. Okay. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. So now that you think this, okay. So the question is, how are we going to get better? How are we going to bring more value? How are we going to bring more value? Okay. I'm actually going to give you, okay, great, Delphina, thank you. I'm actually going to give you an idea. Okay. I'm going to, speaking of expanding your mind, okay, I am going to challenge you I am going to challenge you to take this on. Okay, I am going to challenge you to take this on. And here it is, especially, okay, hold on. Let me let go of that thought. Okay, you guys, when I snap my fingers, it's because some thoughts came into my head that shouldn't be coming into my head. Okay, here we go. So I am going to challenge you to take this on. And that is, what if I were to tell you to take this on for 90 days, constantly thinking, how can I get better? What am I going to do? Start asking your clients, start asking. And then before you post, you think, what's my outcome? Okay, what state do I need to be in? Okay, I'm going to be inspiring. I'm going to put some music on and I'm going to write my post with the music in the background. I'm going to feel good because energy is everything. Okay, so having said what I just said, what if I were to tell you this? Write this down. What if I were to tell you that you would have a plan for 90 days? Check this out, okay? That you were to do the following, that every single day you do 20 Facebook posts. You do 20 Instagram messages. You do 20 TikTok messages. I have no idea how to do that, but okay, I'm just saying because a lot of people do TikTok, okay? Or if you don't have TikTok, Karla Sandoval, open one and use it. In the meantime, maybe you do 30 Facebook, 30 Instagram, okay? So type on the chat, how many messages is that a day? Type it on the chat. Let me see. Somebody do the math. How many messages are that a day? Okay, 60, great. Now, what would happen if you did this every single day? Actually, let me back up. Let me back up, okay? So I was talking to my distributors from Texas, okay? And they like do crazy volumes. They've grown. They've been in the business for a while. And I started asking every single one of them. I said, when you were on the move, when you were growing, when you were doing things like crazy, what were you doing? What was your method? Because here's the deal. We have forgotten to be innovative. Write this down on prospecting. So many people, including me, need to focus on new. You guys just wrote it down all over the chat. Now, the question is, how the heck are we going to get new people? Yes, we're going to innovate. Yes, we're going to be strategic. Yes, we're going to do marketing. Yes. But here's the question. Now, what's the action that we need to take? So I asked them, I said, you guys, when you guys were on the move, tell me what you were doing. And I'm going to read you the numbers really quick. Okay. One said, I dedicated 2 hours a day to go out there, because back in the day, we used to do a lot of flyers and personal contacts. We had no social media back in the day. Then one of the girls, a mill team member, said, I would do 2 hours a day and I would basically get 20 contacts. Okay. I would talk to 20 people, like 20 one-to-one. Another one said, I would do 1 hour and I would hand out 20 personal contact flyers. Another one said 3 hours a day. And in those 3 hours, I would do 50 pull tabs and 300 flyers in the cars. Next, 45 minutes a day during their lunch break. They had an hour lunch, they would eat, and then 45 minutes, they would go out and they would do 20, they would hand out 20 mini catalogs that we had back in the day. Next, 2 hours, 10 contacts. Next, 2 hours, 25 contacts. So on average, people did about 2 hours a day prospecting. And now, okay, with a lot of hard work, dedication, and all these people that I'm mentioning to you make over $5,000, $6,000 a month on 2 hours a day. So I told them, what if you dedicate 1 to 2 hours a day intentionally, okay, attracting new people? Look what can happen, okay? So power hour, maybe you decide to do 1 power hour a day. Maybe you want to go faster and you do 2 a day. Oh, Karla, but I work. Wake up an hour earlier and do it then. And then do 15 minutes on your break. 15 minutes, that's 30 minutes. You have a 30-minute lunch break. You have 5 minutes, you eat, 25 minutes, you do that. That's 55 minutes. There's 1 hour and 55 minutes of working in your business. Okay. So I asked him, I said, now imagine if you did that. Imagine if you did 20, 20, 20 or 30, 30, 60 messages a day for 90 days. And you take 1 hour a day or 2 to do this. Write this down, you guys. That is 5,400 contacts in 90 days. Now, if I were to ask you guys on the line, has anybody in the last 90 days done over 5,000 contacts? Put yes or no. I'm going to put no for me. Put yes or no. Has anybody on this line done 5,000 contacts? Okay, most everyone says no. Now look, I'm just telling you 20, you sit your booty down and you literally hit out 60 messages, 20 to Facebook, 20 to Instagram, 20 to TikTok, or 30 and 30 until you get TikTok going, Karla Sandoval. Okay, somebody needs to teach me how the hell to use TikTok. Okay, so now imagine that. And if I were to tell you, out of those 5,400 people in the next 90 days, let's say only 1%, 1%, only 1% of the 5,400 people that you contacted do something with you. Get a trial pack, become a preferred member, or become a distributor. Okay, if only 1% do something with you, that's 54 brand new people into your business. Now, type a yes or a no. Has anybody gotten 54 new people in the last 90 days from January, February, March all together? Has anybody gotten 54 people? I'm going to say no. Okay, 1%, you guys. Imagine if we were to take this on. Imagine if we took on literally a plan for the next 90 days. Oh, Karla, when does that start? Right now, tomorrow, I don't know. Whenever you want to. You know, I was telling my mom that this is no judgment, okay? I'm just telling you about me, that one of the things I got to tell you about me that I freaking love about me, okay? There's a lot of things I don't like about me, but one of the things I love about me is that when I have a plan and a goal, I really, really have my priorities straight. And I was telling my mom, okay, I got Myra right in front of me, so I'm going to just pretend it's her. Actually, no, I'm not going to pretend it's her because I don't want to put any energy there. I was telling my mom, I don't know, Bob. I'm like, you know, Bob tells me that he wants to, I don't know, become a Chairman's Club member. But yet, when I tell Bob, we're going to do, oh, okay, well, you know, I got plans for this, or I have plans for the weekend. It's LDW this weekend. Well, you know, I'm like, which is fine, right? I don't say anything anymore, right? But I'm thinking, adjust your freaking goals then. Adjust your goals. This weekend is LDW. It is the one big weekend. We only have 2 of these a year. Okay, this has been planned 3 months ago. Okay, and you're telling me that you're not going? You're not going to listen? You're not going to watch? I don't say that, okay? But I was telling my mom, I'm like, you know, I just don't get it. But you know what? I say this very humbly. That's also why I've reached the top 1%. Because I'm willing to do that 1% that what the 99% of people are not willing to do. So why am I sharing this with you? Because when I looked at these numbers, I had a reality check with me. I'm like, Karla, this is your full-time job and you haven't done this in the last 90 days. What have you been doing? Me, okay? So when I told my mom this about Bob, I was like, wait, that's like me. I should say that about me. Like, I want to get to 20K and I haven't brought in not even 30 brand new people, 10 new a month. Sandoval, what are you doing? That's another thing I love about myself. I am not afraid of saying what I need to fix, change, or improve about myself. That's the only way to go, you guys. Otherwise, you're like, I'm good. No, you're not good. Karla, no, you're not good. Right? So while I was complaining about Bob, I was listening to myself. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. And I was like, I'm like talking smack about Bob. And I'm so annoyed with Bob. Who I should be really annoyed with is Karla Sandoval. Because when I saw these numbers, I'm like, this is my full-time job. This is all I do. And I don't have not even 30 brand new people in the last 90 days. Get it together, Karla. And so I say this because I feel like many of us can improve and up our game. That many of us can make the time to do half of this plan. Maybe you're like, okay, well, 20, I don't know, but I can do 10, 10, 10, 30. Great. Divided by 2. That's 27 brand new people in the next 90 days. Just by 10 messages on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay. So while I'm telling you how to be strategic and innovative, I'm also going to invite you to think about what do you need to become, like what reality check do we need to have within ourselves? Imagine if we took this on, every single one of us, really, I only have 1 hour a day. Great. You can be on the toilet doing messages. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to put on your paper right now. Like, well, if you want to, what are you thinking? For me, I would probably be thinking, Karla, get your shit together. That's probably what I'm thinking right now. Okay. So whatever that is for you. Okay. I had to think like, I got to stop wasting time. Me. Okay. Because a lot of the times I get distracted so easy. It's not even funny. Okay. So for me, that's when I saw these numbers, that's what came across my head. Okay. So now the question is like, so that's why I told you, what's the energy? What's the post? What are you going to do? Like put yourself in a good state. I don't feel like it. Put Rocky 4, Karla, training montage gets me in that mood. Okay. Get your priorities straight. Okay. So I'll tell you, I know that I'm married and have a kid, but when I was single, you guys, my business came first. If the man was really interested, I'm just telling you what I did. That's probably why it took me forever to get married. Okay, I don't know. But like, I was like, one boyfriend of mine said, you just Herbalife this and I was like, he ended up breaking. Well, actually, I broke up with him, but I've never had somebody break up with me except for one time. He really broke my heart. I think that was my fucking karma. But, other than that, I always broke up with them. I'm like, okay, well, this is because I had big goals. And I used to think like, if I was a basketball player and I had to like go to a basketball game, would I be telling my coach, I can't come to the game because me and my boyfriend, that's how I would think. So I would tell my guys and I'd be like, look, like, they have to do this and then we'll do that, but like my business, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you me. Okay. And so I started thinking like, I need to bring her back and how I'm going to do it now. Cause I have a son, I have a kid, I have to consider now, right? I'm not single anymore and this is what I wrote for myself. Okay. Is organize my time better. That's what I wrote for myself. I got to organize my time better, have good communication and organize my time better. So I want you to write down whatever is coming to your mind right now. Whatever's coming to your mind right now. For me, it's Karla, get your shit together. And I got to communicate and organize myself better. Write it down. Okay. And I'm going to put this also in the chat. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm going to put this in the chat too, because as you're doing this, okay, you want to start thinking if you're going to put together this plan of like 5,400 people in the next 90 days, you got to really be clear. Like, okay, so let's have, some point of reference. Okay. What business am I in? What, why are you really successful? Like, what is it about you that makes you different? Okay. Who is your customer really? I'll tell you, like for me, like I'm really clear that my customer is somebody who likes to likes to, like play hard and, like I love it when people don't give me BS excuses. I don't like do too well with that. I'm getting better, Okay. What does your customer really need now and in the next 5 days? So these are some questions. Okay. Really quick. I'm just going to read them. If you were to start your business today from scratch and maximize your impact, leverage, and profitability, what would you do knowing what you know? What would you do? These are some questions. I'm going to send them, okay? What distribution channels are you not using or maximizing? TikTok for me. Okay? Like, I don't know that's like the thing on Reels. I've never done a Reel before, right? That's for me. What technology are you not using or maximizing? What identity do you want people to associate to your business? Okay? And who do they become by doing business with you? So I'll put these also in the chat, okay? Because I feel that these are like some questions that you can start asking yourself that might help you, okay? That might help you. What the heck is going on my computer? That might help you think about how to improve your business, okay? So I know I only have 5 minutes left. Okay, Kathy of 1000% same. I don't know what you said same with, but okay. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna open up I have 5 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? I would love to hear what you're thinking. If you have any comments or anything you want to contribute, please unmute yourself. Are you serious, you guys?
Hi, Carla. It's Fabi. Sorry, my camera is off. I don't know. I just got back from a trip, so I don't know what's going on.
That's
But
okay.
I just wanted the feedback I get, or what opened up for me is definitely adapting to new, because I'm also from a couple years. So I think this really just came in and cleared my mind, especially right now, because there's so many new things coming in. Like you, I was also like, stuck at, no, we can't do the shakes, this and that. So just bringing and opening my mind to new things, and definitely also asking, like supportive, your sidelines. And another thing that I liked, and I'm gonna innovate, is asking the new distributors what they, their ideas. Because for me, I think that brings growth, right? Because the world is changing, technology is changing, and for me, is an invitation so that our business can grow. So that's what I can give. Thank you so much. I love your vibe, the fire. I'm just so grateful. Thank you, guys.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, Fabi. Okay, who's next?
Hi, Carla. It's me, Barbara.
Where are you at? Go ahead, babe.
Okay. My question is, do you mean 20 direct messages or like posts, like 20 posts? Or is it like direct message, like going to the grind directly, like boom,
Yeah,
this is
and
what it
so
is?
one of the things that I have learned, and that I have learned from Side Hustle, because I'm definitely not your best social media person out there. So one of the things that I have learned from all the Side Hustle calls and from working with Leah and stuff is that I used to just be like, oh, she looks cool, I'm gonna just like hit her up for the business, like hit her up. And Leah, and everything I've learned, right? Like, no, have a conversation. Like, hey, I like your what. Myra, hey, I like your braid. Tova, oh, I love the way you pick your eyelash, or whatever, right? And so you have a conversation like, like, hey, Jessica, that's such a beautiful background. Where did you get it? And then you have a conversation, right? That is probably, I'll be honest with you, that's like the hardest thing for me, because I'm like, oh, can we just get over this and just get to the point? I mean, that's how I live my life. Like, I don't, even when somebody writes to me, and they're like, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Like my accountant, I'm like, dude, just tell me what you need, right? But I understand, like Sandy said, that we have to build relationships on Instagram and Facebook. So, so building those relationships and sending those messages, like direct messages about the products, the trial packs, or the business, or whatever you're doing. Yes, so like everyone on here is like, no, Carla, build relationships. Yeah. So it's direct messages, babe. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank God, Alex, because I know you're so good at social media. Me, I'm like even when my friends, I'm like, don't sugarcoat. Tú nomás dime. Like, just tell me. But I understand that not everyone's like that, right? And very few people are like that. Okay. One more share. Or any questions or anything? No. Okay. Need to keep the relationship if you want to keep your clients. Yes, exactly. Okay. Nobody else. Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm going to take that like you guys are thoughtful or something. I don't know how to take this, but that's okay. I don't take it personal. All right, guys, please share the call. All right. So, all right, guys. So before we get off the call here, I am going to tell you this weekend we have LDW. Okay. So I don't even know, you guys, like if you guys know the amount. So for those of you guys who have never been to LDW, Leadership Development Weekend is a 3-day weekend Friday is for tab team, okay? Saturday and Sunday, it's for everybody. And what we're going to be doing this weekend is going to be unbelievable. Look at the lineup of speakers that we have, okay? So we've got, look at this. Oh, sorry, this is Sunday. Whoops, sorry, hold on. There we go. Saturday, okay? We've got Chairman's Club members, Founders Circles. We have Enrique Carrillo. We have, oh, look, oh, there I am. I'm actually doing a training section as well. And so we've got the doctors. We've got all these trainings on Saturday. And then Sunday, we've got this amazing training. Look at this. Raquel Cortez, the #1 distributor in Mexico. You don't even want to know how much money that woman makes. Okay. All these people are going to be speaking this weekend. So I'm just going to tell you guys, you know, it is from 1 to 5 p.m. California time. It's only 4 hours. We used to have to go, not have to, we got to go from like 8 till 5 o'clock at night, you know, live drive. I mean, it was a whole weekend thing. We would have to fly somewhere. Now it is 4 hours from your home. Although I am going to tell you, I'm going to recommend that either if you can get together with a couple of people and see it together. I'm really going to recommend that you do that. If you feel safe to do it, because you being home and your kid, I don't know about you, but my kid, when I get busy, my son is like, that's 2 hours later. So it's 3 p.m. to 5, 6, 7, from 3 to 7 p.m. Standard time, Gloria. And so, you know, my son will be like, mommy, 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 mommy. And like, I'll miss something. Okay. So try to get together with your team, try to do something, okay, to get together. This is only once. Sorry, it's only twice a year. In April, you don't have another one till October. So you definitely don't want to miss this. And you have the best of the best, and it's free. Yes, Andy, right? Yes, we used to have to buy a ticket. And so it's amazing. And, you know, I'll just end with this. You know, I've had the opportunity to, like I said, work with a lot of entrepreneurs. They have to figure things out. They literally have to figure things out. The program that I teach at USC is the women pay $9,000 once a month for three and a half months. So they do 4 sessions and then one, like four months, let's say 4 months. Okay. 4 sessions, 4 weekends, $9,000. Okay. And they don't, like, I teach them, but they still have to figure things out. Okay. Here we get to go and listen to people that literally tell us exactly what to do, how to do it, that have had success to do it. And it's free. I think we should pay at least $5 or something. Actually, you can donate $25 to the Herbalife Family Foundation and you get a special training. I think we should all pay the $25 to get more value. Okay. And we get Karla for free to get lots of notes and listen. Yes. So, you know, so I feel like, you know, you guys make sure you get together with your team, make sure you get together with some people. Okay. Because this weekend it's not going to happen again. The next one is going to be October. You know, we've known about this for 3 months. Okay. So there's no excuse why you cannot be on the call. There's no excuse why you should not be listening. Okay. And be present. Okay. So with that said, you guys, I guess, I don't know. I feel like you guys are like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll ask Carmen, go back to the chats and tell me what you thought about the call. Maybe I should never drink relaxation tea again. I don't know. But, you know, I just really wanted to give you guys something to think about. And that is that this is our full-time job. This is our side hustle, our part-time side hustle, but we want to one day make it full-time. I'm going to invite you when you get off the call to have a reality check with yourself. Are you really treating this like the business that it could change your life? And I'll give you guys a really quick tour since nobody's asking anything. This is my parents' house. I know that lighting is terrible. Okay. This is like the what do you call this thing? The playroom, whatever. And these are all, I'm going to show you. Okay. These are all Mark Hughes pictures by the photographer. Okay. So like Mr. Jim Rohn. Okay. And this is probably one of my favorite pictures of him, you know, and, you know, whenever I come over to my parents' house, it's like calls after calls after calls in his house all day, every day. There's a thing that my dad bid on for Jim Rohn, his tie with his signature, right? And, you know, this house, maybe you don't want I don't want such a big house like this. This is really big house. It's on 11.5 acres. the home. I think it's like 12,000 square feet or something like that, crazy, you know, and I mean, for me, it's not my thing, right? But for them it was, because they have grandkids. Maybe when I have grandkids, I will. But what I want to say is, think about what you want to accomplish and let your work be aligned with your goals. And this month, let's give all you got, because this month it's double volume for Extravaganza VIP promotions. Extravaganza VIP money gifts. The company, here's a gift that Herbalife sent my parents, right? So it's got, you know, Herbalife is going to send you all kinds of goodies and money, since we don't have the life event. So take advantage of everything that's happening, right? Number one, you guys, as soon as you get off this call, have a moment of reflection. Have a moment of reflection to think like, okay, what are my goals? And am I aligned with what I want? And if not, what do I need to change? What state do I need to change to get myself to do? Maybe sometimes you feel like lazy. I hate that word, but you know, maybe sometimes you do, maybe sometimes you feel unmotivated, but what are you going to do to get yourself motivated? Okay. And put yourself in that environment. Maybe I'm just going to, something tells me to say this. Maybe what you need to do is get out of your house for that 1 hour to work. Because maybe being around your home makes you feel in a very disempowering state. So maybe you need to go outside to the yard or to the Starbucks or somewhere outside to do that hour of work. I don't know, something told me to say that. But imagine if we all take this on, what can happen. Double volume month this month, you guys, for Extravaganza VIP. Leadership Development Weekend is this weekend. So let's make sure we do whatever we need to take care of, the babysitters and all that stuff, and give yourself the gift of being trained by the best of the best this weekend. So with that said, you guys, at least please unmute yourselves to say good night. Bye-bye, you guys.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Lisa. Good night.